Hello and welcome. Today I have a video share and I am going to hashtag this Ephemera Prompts 2026. It is hosted by Isabel, the Shabby Hippie, and co-hosted by Gigi, the journal Gigi Hana. And for July prompts are paper and frames. So I was just watching Gigi over the weekend and she mentioned this and I thought I would help a friend out and make something. So I don't quite have a plan, kind of. I can always frame something, so excuse me. I've got some stuff I'm working on here for a butterfly journal, so I thought I would do that, frame those, a couple pieces. Um, so let's see here. Okay. And this is a frame from a new stamp. Let me get rid of this plastic here. Okay. This frame here is a stamp. I got it at Michael's recently. It's like a three-piece rubber stamp. And what I did was stamped it out and just cut it out. So that worked out pretty good. So I might try that as well because I have these two images, stamped images that my daughter made for me. So I feel like my light is not bright enough today. Let's see. Let me check my other one. And then this one here. It's pretty dark today. Let me see that. Yeah. I got a little bit of a shadow, but yeah, I guess it's as good as it's going to get. Okay, so I have these two stamped images, and my daughter stamped these out for me, so I want to frame them. I don't have any dies or frame dies, so I thought I could just make one. For this one here, I've got this scrap piece of paper. I think this is like an inch, maybe? Nope. Oops. Yeah, it's an inch. Okay, so let me get my plastic mat here. Like I said, I don't really have a plan. I just wanted to come on and help out Isabel and Gigi. Gigi is a huge supporter of my channel, and it's great to help a friend out. Okay. Sorry. Message my dad back. Okay. So let's see. I probably will just add this to this and cut it off, but I think I want to make sure I get an inch past here, just to frame it. Not very good at this, but if you know me and you've watched my channel for a long time, you know I would just die cut something out and frame it and call it a day. But today I'm going old school, so there you go. So I want to curve you like that and glue this. All right. So I'm going to use where I have art glitter glue, and I still haven't filled this. So hopefully I can get this straight. I should put this on my grid mat thing. Um, that's a good idea. That'd be another use for that. Okay, I might have to add more glue to that. Let's see. Okay, it's on the stamping platform. So let me take all this off. Okay. And stick this here, right here, so I have some lines and it'll hold it for me. Then I'm going to try to work quickly here, otherwise I probably should add more glue. Not well thought out here. So let me just add more glue because I'm unsure how this is going to work. Like I said, this flat on the seat of my pants here today. Okay. So kind of want to be right on the edge there. I'm not sure that I'm totally straight, somewhat straight. Okay. There's that. And if you don't know what this is the Sizzix sticky grid for stamping, but as you can see, it has multiple uses. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, now what am I doing? I want to do this here, like so. Sorry, I had to sneeze. We've got some a dust storm coming over from Africa. So um it's going to be, I've already feeling it starting to get kind of crazy as far as the air quality. We're supposed to have poor air quality, so I feel like it's already happening. All right, so let me put this back on here. That glued down pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to try to go for perfect. I'm just so I can use this mat to my advantage. So I'm going to go like that. Let me switch this around. Let me see, this is hindering me. Okay. Whoops. I might have to add extra glue before it's over. Let's see. I've got barely art glue. I've got quite a bit in there. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm just going to line this up here, like right there. Okay, let me put some glue just here. So basically, this is what I'm calling my paper, and I'm just making a frame. So it's very simple. You don't need a lot of supplies. These are just scraps out of my bin. I'm going to try to get this straight. I don't know that I'm getting it. Yeah, I'm getting it. Okay. I'll just trim this off. I think I'm crooked here. I'm definitely going to have to add some glue here. Okay. I wish I had one more piece of this, but let me pull this up first. It is pretty sticky. So this will be trimmed. I was going to try to miter the corners, but that is just way too much. for my brain right now. All right, so I really want an inch past here. So let me just trim that real quick. And of course, I didn't bring over my trimmer. Let me grab it real quick. Luckily, everything's at an arm's reach. So I think I want this at 1 inch here. So would be going the wrong way. Okay. We'll just cut it at 1 inch. And that is a little bit too much, but that's okay. Just want to make sure I have enough for this side here. Okay. It's not really working out how I had it in my brain, but it's definitely framing it out with your scrap. So I'm just gonna line this up here and then put this down here, and then I'll just trim it. It's going to be a wonky frame for sure. Need to add a little glue here. Okay. See if I can pick that up. Okay. Set that right there, and then try to glue this down. I'm just going to put glue right here, and then I can add it here after. So it just makes this picture of this beautiful stamped image look bigger than it actually is. Oops, I hear thunder already. And I just got back from taking my dad to the doctor, so I'm glad we made it back. So, because I do not like driving in the rain, that's for sure. Especially here, it gets pretty violent. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get that on there. Like that. It might be crooked, but okay, let me pull it. Actually, let me put some glue here first. That'll help it stick. Mhm. Okay. So just turn this top off. So it's a little bit wonky, but that's okay. Now I'm going to trim this again. I always try to keep my release paper on here because it keeps it clean. And I'm going to try to, let's see, put this at 1 inch here and just cut it off. Hopefully I got enough left over, and I do. These were just 1 inch scraps from 12 by 12. So let's see if I can get this finished up. Actually, I'm going to try to center my photo here. There we go. Put this last piece on. Just trying to see where I need to be. Great. Sorry. Right there. Right up against it. Okay. Sounds good. Oops. Okay. Good. Got a little bit too much glue, and I think I need to go over a little bit further. Oops. I'm just going to go right on that line. Right there. Okay. It's probably not straight, but that's okay. And then let's put a little glue right here just to make sure it sticks. I can tuck in a little bit more glue when it's done after I trim it. So that's cute. So let me trim that up. Get rid of this. I gotta make sure I can find these magnets again. Okay. So let's give a quick trim just to clean it up here. This is a nice trimmer I got from Hobby Lobby. I think it's American Craft brand, but it has the trimmer and it has the scoring tool here. So it's pretty nice. I like it. Okay. Let's see. Need one more trim there. It's still wet, but just a little bit. Okay, so there is my framed photo. I'll go through, this will probably go down on something. I could either use it for a pocket in my journal, or it can go on the front of something, or it could be a flip. But I'll probably add more cardstock to the back just to secure everything down. But I like it. I could also even stamp something on the outside and or stencil some texture paste on the outside too. So I'll let that dry, and I don't think I have anything right now to do that. I'll go ahead and do this one here. Let's see. Not sure what to do with my scraps. Okay. I think this one is kind of off-centered, but let me see if I can find what you call it, piece of paper to match that. I've got the papers pulled out for that I want to use in my butterfly journal, so um, I like that. So let me use that. And I'm trying to think, will this fit on there? Think 1 sec. No, it won't. If it was a little bit bigger, I could have used that frame. I really like that frame. Let's see what else can we look at. It's like a 3 set. It's like a nesting stamps. Set. Okay, it's raining here now. Okay, so this is the one I used for this here. I basically stamped it and then just trimmed around it. I like it. So let's see this one here. That's cute. So let me try that. So let's try that. Just trying to think. I'll use this paper here. Okay. So this is a cute little nesting set here. So again, I'm going to use this, but I want to cut this down to size. So I need one that's, let's see. I'll cut a piece of paper that's 4.5 by 3.5, and I'll cut it dead, or I'll stamp it dead center. 4.5 by 3.5. Okay. 3.5. My 4.5, I think, is right there. I think. And then 3.5. 3.5. Hopefully it'll work. This is a pretty paper stock here. Let's see. I'm going to use this, but I don't need the just to hold my paper. So I don't need the front piece. Just to hold it, stick it down. That's a great way to do that too. And then I'm just going to put this smack in the middle when I stamp it. So I'll probably stand up for that so I can see. And I'm going to use this VersaFine. So let me stand up. I haven't used this one yet, so I'm gonna try to get it in the middle. Give it a few minutes for your ink to come in contact and soak into the paper. I'm just rocking it just a little bit as I'm shaking the camera. Okay, it did all but that one little spot there, but that's okay. Let's see. Not sure why it missed that spot. Maybe I missed it when I put the ink on it, or I touched it with my finger. I'm not sure. But I can just take a marker and fix that. Let's see. Do I have a marker here? I don't. It's probably thin. It's too thin. I've got these Sharpies I got on clearance at Hobby. Let's make a marker. Okay, good enough. Sound perfect. So there is that. Okay, now that won't work out because I would have to cut the center out. Um, or fussy cut this out and put it in the center of that. Okay, so that was a fail. All right, well, you got to see me stamp that. Okay, so I'm back to square one. Shoot. All right, that wasn't well thought out. Can you tell I'm missing my dies? Okay, let's see here. But that would be the easy route. All right, 1 inch piece. 1 inch piece is what I did on the other one. I kind of like that thickness. That, oops, that's the score tool. Okay, so 1 inch and 1 inch. It should give me enough to go around. Let's see. Oh, my chair back up. So let me just put this here. And we'll do the same thing. Try to frame it out. Maybe if I my brain is thinking. Okay, I don't have that tool that I was thinking I wanted. Hang on. My brain is saying you can do something here. Okay. Make a mark. So I have a glue line. That's smart. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to take my pencil and just make a mark all the way down. Let me do the same for this one. Oops. Okay. So that'll be somewhat straight, I think. So let's see. So then what I'm going to do, so I don't think I'm going to need this now. So I'm going to work from the back side, or do I hold it down like that? Okay. I need to know what 1 inch is. This is getting too technical now. Okay. One inch. This ruler has got one of those things where it's not to the end. Not a fan. Okay. So there's 1 inch. And I'll do it on the end of one of these too. 1 inch. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put glue on here and slip it under. Okay, let's see how this works. So basically going to go from here, 1 inch, and then 1 inch from there. Wow. I can hear Carol at Free Spirit Arts now. That's too much measuring. And then glue from there, but I don't need glue there, just glue here. Okay, there we go. All right, I gotta go for it. See how this works. It's gonna go here in this area. And slip it under. Oops. Make sure I line up. Okay. Go. I'm going to do the same for this. I don't think I need this sticky thread right now because it's holding it pretty good more than I really need it to. So I'm just going to wing it now. Ooh. So this is going to go here, like so. It's right there. I'll line this up to the top. Hopefully I've been in frame here. I'm all over the place here. Okay, right there. So I only need glue from here to here right now. Okay. Where's my thing? Oh, I don't want this to dry out. Okay. So now I'm going to stick this here. It's really thunder and lightning out there right now. So there we go. There's that. And I should have my mat underneath so I don't break my board here. Okay. So I think this has turned out a little bit better. The flower is going to be off center, but that's okay. Okay. So then I want to be 1 inch past here, cut it. So I'm going to cut this 1 inch right there. Oops. Okay. There's that. Now, I'm going to do the same for here. I hope I have enough. Yep, I'm good. So it looks like I'm past there a little bit too much, but that's okay. I can trim it. So wherever this, I'm just lining this up with this top part here, just to get a guide where to put my glue. So I want to put my glue from here to there just for now. So I love these little stamped images that my daughter Heather made for me. It's perfect for today. I didn't really know what I was going to do. She was playing around and I said, oh, can I have a couple of those? She made a whole bunch and she said yes. So I thought these would be great for my butterfly journal. Okay, it looks like I have one more. Let me see what the emergency is. Okay. All right. So here, just want to make sure I have enough on each end, and I'm just going to mark where to put my glue, and then I can come back in and glue underneath the corners. Oh my goodness. Hang on one sec. Hello. Okay, hang on one sec. Sorry about that. That was my son. So I had to go take my phone to my husband. I have 36 minutes. It's just been a day, I tell you. Okay, so that should frame it out pretty good. I'm not sure how square it is, but I'm going to go back through and add some glue here. And then I'll give it a quick trim. So I don't know how great of a project share this is or how good it would be, but uh, you can use up your little scraps, frame out your photos. I would have liked to miter the corners, but that was just be too much for my brain today. All right, let me true this up. That's pretty. I like it. Um, and like I said, you could um, either stencil on the outside of this, give it something else, or stamp it. You can use white embossing powder. So let me, oh, just true this up here real quick. I know I got a crazy ringtone. I can thank one of my kids for that. It's funny. It scares me every time. Ooh, sorry. If I yelled in your ear, that was a bad one. Okay, I might have to get off here soon. Okay, so there's my frame there. I like it. And like I said, I could go back in. I could even cover this up and do like splotches of paint or splatter, whatever. But I really like those. So those turned out really good. And the other, I wanted to use this frame. Do I have enough time? I don't know. I'm scared of this lightning. Okay, kind of trying to keep that for a sample. So let me see how big to do this. Uh, I'll cut it 4.5 by, jeepers, I hate lightning, 4.5 by 6. I just want to get this done. Let's see. I think 4.5 is right there. Uh, and I like the black on the brown for sure. Okay. Okay. And I will use the platform for this just to hold it for me. Okay, I'm going to use the Versaline. Okay, I got to remember before I take this off, I need to go in the center and mark it here, like in the center. It has these little ridges that come out, but I need to make a line here, line here, line here, and line here. So if you're watching, make sure you scream at me before I'm done to mark those so that I could cut out the center. Oh, me, that lightning really got me. Wow. Like I said, at our like the house here in Florida that my kids all grew up in was hit like 3 times. And I forgot to mention, like when it went through the phone line, it blew out the back wall. It actually came out the house. And they said that that was a good thing. It didn't stay in the house. It traveled throughout the house through the phone line and blew out the back wall. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna grab my pencil so I remember to do this. That way I can trim out that center. Okay. Just gonna make a line in the center here, and I'll just put it on my trimmer. I like it. It's nice. All right. Sorry for bumping you 100 times, but the struggle is real. Just gonna get this a clean up real quick. So those are nice stamps. I really like those. I just didn't have it in me to sit here and have you watch me fussy cut that out, but I will cut this one out. Okay, let me get rid of this. And then this will be my last one because this weather is crazy. And I gotta go help hubby with din dins. We try to have dinner on the table when the kids come home because, you work all day. You don't feel like doing dinner and we're here. So, all right, basically I'm just going to, that's what I love about these cutters is you can just put it in there and line it up. So I'm going to try to line this up. Somewhere. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be close enough. Okay. I think it's slowing down the weather, so I'll carry on here. Okay. And I'm not going too far up in because I can come back with my scissors and connect the dots. That way I don't go too far. Yeah, that's good. So let's see. Oops. I think it's good. All right, that's good enough. And then I'll just come back in with my scissors and connect the dots here. Don't know that I want to far enough. I don't want to go too far. Okay, that's good. And then, right, I can do an extra trim after. Just get this piece in the middle out. There we go. You can always distress around it too. You go this way. It's just easier to go that way. Okay, there's that piece. Let me go back this way. Okay, there we go. All right, I think I only have a little gimper right there. Scissors. Just try to give this a quick trim. I know these are curved scissors, but I like them. Okay, there we go. That's good. And then I'm just going to trim around this. So I get the little frame, and if I don't get it perfect, I can always come back in with some black soot on the edge there. I'm just trying to hurry along. Okay. I like this little frame stamp, and it gives you some ideas to do with your stamps if you don't mind going the extra mile. There we go. I like it. So there's that. So, oh, I need to find a photo. I want to use one of my daughter's photos from her garden. So let me grab those. Let's see what we got here. These here. And then I got some stuff she made me. Um, okay, that's stuff she made me. Let's see here. These are photos she's printed, and these are actual from her garden. Okay, those are too small. That's cute. I like that. That's cute. I like this one because it has a black in it, and it's called a, oh God, um, tell you in a second. I think I have a cheat sheet here. Actually, that's a zebra longwing, and this is going to be the cover of my butterfly journal. So, I mean, it's not much, but you know. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with that one. This one's a postcard she made me. That's pretty too. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with this one here. Okay. Right here. Okay, and I'm just going to put glue. Let me get a glue paper down. So I'm going to put glue on my frame and then just put it where I want it. I can trim it after, and then I can add something to the back side as well. So I love how her photos come out. So, okay, I'll put glue to the back side of this. Let's see what do we have. This one has more glue in it. This is the Barely Art glue. Oh, what a crazy day, I tell you. Okay, that might be way too much glue, but that's okay. I think right there. And then I'll trim around it. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure where it was going to lay there, so I've got some extra glue there, which is okay. Now with all that commotion, I feel like the storm is blowing over. Let me use my little scissors for this. Okay. All right, that's cool. Okay, so there's my frames. Let's get the other two. They're still drying. So that's my share for the Ephemera Prompts 2026 for July, hosted by Isabel. Hopefully you can see this. I'll have to get another light in here. The Shabby Hippie, but I will tag them. And then co-hosted by Gigi and Journal Gigi Hana. So paper and frames. So I got 3 things done and all the chaos. So there you have it. I gotta trim this up a little bit more here. Probably do some distressing. Okay. Thanks for watching and thanks for all the support. Take good care. Bye.